And here we go, getting the garage a lot nicer. All that stuff that was cluttered back here is all gone. Little hand cart and piano dolly go in the trailer here. As soon as I get the last of these chairs, there's room way up near the kind of the front. I just gotta climb through with each chair and try to push it in there and get it in there somehow. But yeah, we're getting the last of this, what we need for the Amarillo house ready. We did close on it a few days ago, and we're getting ready to go there this next weekend. We get a 3-day weekend, so we'll get the keys from the realtor, and we'll see what happens with this house. Now, we kind of did a knee-jerk reaction and listed this when we kind of knew the Amarillo permanent roll would be happening, and after a lot of second thoughts and stuff, we really probably don't really care to sell the house. I'd rather hold on to it. It's kind of a you call it a second vacation home, whatever, up in the mountains in New Mexico here. So that's kind of the plan, unless the listing agent we contracted with surprises us. Otherwise, we won't hurt our feelings at all to just hold on to this. And so what you'll see on our channel in the near future here is, as we get settled into Amarillo and start working out there, we'll still come out to the vacation home and work on things and projects out in mountain air here. And the reality, though, is we won't be here nearly as much and often to be able to make weekly content. So we'll be cutting back on our content, how frequently post something. It'll probably be once, maybe twice a month for content and the projects we have here. And there's still plenty of projects we want to do, and we'll get into that in a future episode. But fear not, we will still be posting, but just not as frequently. Thank you for following along. To our subscribers and regular viewers, it's much appreciated. Even though we're a small channel, we're not monetized or anything, we do like sharing our experiences out here in the high desert mountains of New Mexico, outside the little town of Mountain Air, and on the nature preserve. It's a beautiful, quiet, peaceful place out here, and we've enjoyed it this last year or so since we moved out here. But unfortunately, like a lot of people, I'm getting called back to the factory, and stay tuned. There'll still be more episodes coming, just not as frequently. If you hit that gong, that little bell, you'll get notified when we post something. Cheers. We're en route now, taking a trailer load of furnishings from the Mountain Air home on the nature preserve out to the home in Amarillo. We did close on it a few days ago, maybe a week ago. Anyway, we're going to set up shop there for working during the work week from that house in Amarillo for the new job, the new position. And we'll be out on the weekends, as many as we can, back in the nature preserve. And we have lots of projects to do out there yet. A lot of things we want to tackle and share with you, and show you more about life on the nature preserve, the good, bad, and the ugly. And anyway, we're en route. We're about halfway there, coming up on a gas stop up ahead at Santa Rosa, New Mexico. Good kind of midway point to stop and stretch our legs and top off the tanks. Judy's following me, driving her little SUV, and we'll be parking that out there, so we have at least 2 cars, and we'll see about the third car if we want to take it out there or not, or keep it garaged back out in Mountain Air or not. Okay, we started settling into the Amarillo house here. It's on a 1/4 acre lot. Martine really loves his little spot back there. and anywhere along the fence. See, there he is right there. You can zoom up a little bit. But yeah, what really drew me to this home was, of course, this big lot. Nice covered patio out in the back. And I can envision someday back in this big backyard, a nice big pool on those hot summer days. Anyway, something for the future to think about. Can't take it on right now. Got too many other little projects, but.
Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Nature Preserved Life. So it's Christmas break, and we're back in Mountain Air. And go ahead, Thane.
Yeah.
Explain.
We're basically taking our last load. We think will be kind of a last load, at least major load with the truck. And then we're also fixing a couple more or enhancing a couple more things while we're here for a few days. Yep. And we got a little donation for the Amarillo house.
Yep. Oh, show them. It's beautiful.
Yes, that I think it shows over here the little island. I got some other stuff on it right now. Then I had a countertop here of like the full 1 inch or so granite. So yep. Shout out to Jerry and Frida. Thanks for the little donation.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll put it to use.
Definitely.
Anyway, the two little things we're working on here this few days is, besides loading the truck up,
right?
You can see behind us.
Yep, let me move it. A few more things, not too much.
Yeah.
We've been, little by little, this is our third load thing.
Yeah, we did the big trailer load earlier in the month.
So the good thing is going from a 5-bedroom to this home, we have a lot of overflow. So it won't be cluttery anymore.
In this house.
Yeah, so, oh my gosh, so much better. So much better. So.
But anyway, the truck's waiting for the load. Like we were saying, the island is on the piano dolly, ready to roll over and get in. Behind us here, we've got some more stuff. We've kind of like been staging, trying to get ready for getting into the bed of the truck. And we'll be taking the convertible over there too, out to Amarillo. We're kind of not sure whether we should store one of the vehicles here, but the more we thought about it, it makes more sense to have all the vehicles there so they all get driven. If we leave one here for the vacation visits, I'm afraid it might never get driven.
Right.
You know.
Hey friends, welcome back to Nature Preserved Life. If you're new here, we welcome you. We're just a little channel that kind of shares our experience living on a nature preserve. So today I wanted to share with you what we're doing. So we are going to be moving this piece of granite. We're going to move it in the pickup. So Thane has a way that we're going to be doing this. We're going to explain it to you, and we're going to have you come along with us on this crazy experience, and keep your fingers crossed that we do not hurt our bodies. Okay, here we go. Okay.
And we'll talk about the
So
other improvements, future projects for 2024
we got a
and
lot
beyond.
of them, so stay tuned, friends.
So we'll just share with you real quick. There's a couple tanks outside here. We have propane tanks.
Yep.
They're expensive as hell to refill.
Oh,
And you go through the propane pretty fast.
yeah, we cringe. Every time we fill it up, we just cringe.
Yeah, it easily for a full year can, go $3,000-4,000. I mean, you could probably get it down to 2,000 or less if you really live in a pretty chilled house at 65 degrees and lower.
Layering, making sure you're wearing unwarm shoes, slippers, heavy slippers,
But we have a better solution. And that's what our first project for 2024 will be. I'll flip the camera around.
Okay.
So inside here in this maintenance area, hit the light.
Okay.
So I think I mentioned before, this is the air handler for AC. But next to it, let me zoom out, see it better, is the boiler here. And I've been working on it, part of the thermostat improvement project I've been doing. Anyway, we'll talk about that later, but right now I just wanted to show this big boiler we have. It's rated at, I think it's way oversized. That's part of the problem. But I'm trying to find the specs on it. It's like 175,000 BTU. And of course, these things are only like 80% efficient. They vent a lot of heat up through the little chimney here. So that's the first thing we want to replace, along with our big, what is this, like an 80-gallon propane hot water heater. So we'll be looking at that too. I found some good electric ones that run on 30-amp breaker dual pole that are much smaller, therefore won't heat as much water, which is good. But both these things are a big project for 2024, and hope to get them done so that we go all electric. We found and done some specking out the electric boilers that they're 100% efficient because they're all contained and sealed. They don't vent any, they're not burning any fossil fuels. They could potentially run off of a solar system if you put some PV on the roof, but there are some like 70 amp units that should be sufficient to run this house and heat it well, and we're quite confident it won't cost us $3,000-4,000 a year to run the heating system. And so for the electric hot water heater, I've already got the breaker in here. We just got to run the wire for it when it's time. There's also, I'll point out, a dual pole 40 amp, and right now the air handler is on one set of here breakers switches here, and the inside set could very well run our hot tub out in the backyard. Ideally, it'd be better to have 50 amps. I'm going to pull cable through for 50 amp service, but we're going to try to run it off the 40 amp because when that hot tub's running, it shouldn't be pulling more than about 30 to 32 amps. So it should never trip this, and a 40 amp breaker in the panel should be sufficient. So our second project, big project we want to do to this property, and this will probably slide into 2025 and beyond, is on this side of the house here. There's a great spot here for attaching, because this is the south side of the property, of the home, a nice large greenhouse off of here is what we'd like to do, and grow a lot of our own fruits and vegetables. Judy's kind of limited at this point. Let me flip around.
It's just totally ridiculous when you can only just have 3 veggies.
Zucchini, carrots,
and cabbage.
Cabbage, yeah.
Ugh.
Everything else seems to have a pretty bad reaction for it.
Yep, ferments in my gut, causes pain and bloating and ugh.
But she does have a couple good coaches she's working with to try to help her through this.
Yep.
and get this
nipped in the bud, so I can have I just want to pain-free and live my best life. I think that's what we all want to do as we gracefully grow old. So, yeah.
Yep, maintain our health as best as we can.
Yep, that's the goal.
And then let me flip around, share with you the other big project we want to do someday here. Over on this side of the driveway. Right now we use this as kind of a turnaround spot. Go over our little bridge. Show you those evil propane tanks over there. Painful. But from the house here, what I'd really like to do is over in this area to the left of the house and close to it, I'd love to build a pole barn or an adobe pole barn, something along those lines, for a big workshop, 30 by 40, maybe 40 by 50, whatever we can get in here.
For us, that would be ideal. Thane has all these projects and he loves to do woodwork, different things, and it would just be so ideal.
So that's some of the things in store for us as we come back to this vacation home. We want to get done and make it more livable, and when we eventually retire at some point, this can be our home base.